together that we relax into those everlasting arms. We relax into this moment for a time of contemplation. So I invite you to relax, to remove things from our laps, to place both feet on the floor if that's a comfortable position for you, to take a breath with me. And as I breathe in knowing that I am spirit. And as I breathe out, relax. In, relax. Relaxing into this moment. I turn within to spirit for comfort. Somewhere in my life, and perhaps also in yours, there are circumstances, events, loved ones, where I have thoughts that are somewhat less than completely whole. And I ask for comfort. When I ask inside myself for comfort, what comes up for me are the words of Psalm 23. Many of us learned this psalm as we were growing up, and many of us learned it later, and many of us have only briefly been exposed to it, and it remains a timeless reminder that there is comfort within when we ask, and whether or not we ask, it is always there, for the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. The universe has been set up with a set of principles that give me the power to respond to my life experiences with love, to know in myself that there is only abundance. And I feel comforted, for the Lord is my shepherd, and I am whole. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. So I take time apart as often as I can to lie down in green pastures of my imagining, to allow the clouds to simply drift by without attachment, to allow the experiences of my life to come into my awareness and drift by. And my soul is restored. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. So knowing that the power of the Almighty is expressing in me, as me, I choose with righteous judgment. I make choices and I act on those choices, and sometimes the results are not what I expected, and yet I know that I am safe. And I allow myself to learn from the experience and move ahead gently, gently. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I have no fear, for I have been in this valley before and I came through it. And I will come through it again, because this time I know more. I have grown more. I have dived deeper into my soul, and I know clearer who I am and why I am here. A table is prepared before me in the presence of those that I perceived as enemies, that I perceive that way no more, because I know that everyone who comes into my life comes to bless me, especially if it does not look like a blessing. And because I have dived deeper into my soul, I look more carefully. I open my heart to understand the blessing. My head is anointed, and I know that I am Christed. My cup runs over with abundance of every kind. There is love in my life. There are challenging experiences that give texture and contrast to my life. My cup runs over, and I know all my needs are met, and so many of my wants. Goodness and mercy are following me. They are leading me. They are in me, as me, all the days of my life, for I am now dwelling in the house of the Lord. Knowing that I am dwelling in the house of the Lord, I take a moment to experience what that is for me. I take a moment and rest, focusing on my breathing. I rest for a moment in the silence. Dwelling in the house of the Most High, I am comforted. And as I embrace that divine idea of comfort, I find that I am comfort itself. And all those who are drawn into my presence feel comforted. We all feel the vibrations around us. And today I choose to vibrate the energy of comfort. I am comfort. I dwell in the house of the Most High forever.